We are so back. Pokemon Champions is here. If you're new here, my name's Ocean, long-time VGC player, but we can save the introductions for a video down the line. We were going to jump straight into this new era of competitive Pokemon battling that we've got upon us, be it VGC or singles. So, Rain Team, we've got going on here. This is very much a work in progress. Again, long story short, we won't go into now. I don't have access to all the Pokemon I want right now. But I have big plans for this team, and I'm happy with it so far, of how it's performing. We've got Mega Manectric, got Politoed as our Rain setter. We've got two flying types, Corviknight and Dragonite. Corviknight's pretty much a placeholder, but it's earned its spot on the team so far. Dragonite has been quite nice, actually, having the Tailwind option. Got that Lumberry because, well, no Assault Vest, no Choice Bands, no Choice Specs in Pokemon Champions right now. So pretty limited in some of the things we can do, but you work with what you got, and this Dragonite's been working out all right. No Protect on it. And in the last two slots are Chaludon, Staple on Rain teams, and then Garchomp, just very strong. Helps us with Steel types and Electric types as well, of course. But honestly, those last four Pokemon, except for maybe not the Dragonite, they're all placeholders. The team will be changing. Again, big plans for it. But let's jump into some battles, and yeah, I'm so excited to get back to making some videos, playing some games. We have an opponent, and facing down Sneasler for the first time, and I've been hearing about it. You know, I've always got an ear to the streets when it comes to competitive Pokemon, and I know it's popular in this limited format we've got going on. We don't have any Fake Out in our team. They've got double Fake Out options, Sneasler and Incineroar. Of course, Sand with the Tyranitar. 4 potential Megas on their team. I guess probably the Gardevoir and or the Tyranitar, though. Maybe Lucario. Maybe Gyarados, why not? Let's throw it in there as well. Double Intimidate. Okay, let's see what we can do. So, we definitely want to be bringing our Rain mode. And we definitely want to be bringing Manectric. So, here's what I'm thinking. That Corviknight looks pretty nice. Can reflect back the Intimidates with this ability. Manectric next to Corviknight, Politoed in back. And then what else do we want? Garchomp? I think it's got to be Garchomp. I don't want our Chaludon quite literally getting beaten up by the two fighting types they've got on their team. So I think this is the play. I don't feel like we need the Tailwind either. So we'll go with these. So cool thing about Mega Manectric is, of course, we've got Volt Switch on it. So with the Politoed in the back, it's really quite versatile. We can do things like switch out the Corviknight if we need to for the Politoed, and then have Manectric switch out and bring Corviknight on the same turn. Or, more realistically, just swap in the Politoed immediately, were they to lead the Tyranitar, which they don't. So Gardevoir, Incineroar. Oh, they've got the Lightning Rod. Not ideal. Not ideal. Can't Volt Switch out. Unless they Mega Evolve. Could go for a body press. I'm going to go straight in Iron Head on the Gardevoir, try and get some damage down. We could see a Trick Room coming out, honestly. To Mega Evolve now. Is it worth it? There's a chance Gardevoir has an electric move. So I'd want to conserve the Lightning Rod. But I think getting a second Intimidate down on this Incineroar is more important while we've got our Steel type on the field. Yeah, the tracing of the Lightning Rod. I'm not doing us any favours there. Yeah, so we don't see a Mega Evolution from the opposing side. There's going to be a Fake Out and Trick Room. Yeah, it is. Let's think about what they want to do. They're not gonna stick around with the Incineroar. I don't see them just Flare Blitzing, even though it's not a bad idea with their -2. I think they're gonna the Parting Shot out, try and get in the Tyranitar. But you know what? Even if they do that, I'm kind of feeling like sticking around with Corviknight. Get some damage down on the Gardevoir and stop him getting Trick Room up later in the game. Let's see, this is tough. I think we can just bring in Politoed. If they bring in the Tyranitar, they're going to get the sand up. But we still have Corviknight in the field, so we can still threaten some damage. And Mega Evolved. Okay, so they don't have the Lightning Rod anymore, at least. They just go to Flare Blitz. Okay, so getting the Politoed in was the play. And we underspeed the Gardevoir as well. Oh, almost knocked it out straight away. We can get the flinch as well. We do! Nice. So Iron Head, previously flinch chance was 30%. It has been nerfed down to 20% now. But that don't matter. It don't matter for us. We're going to get them flinches regardless. Now, we're going to try and get an Iron Defense off. Cheeky Iron Defense and a Muddy Water. If Corviknight underspeeds... No, what is Corviknight's base speed? I feel like Corviknight might be a little bit faster than Politoed naturally, but I expect Politoed to move before the Gardevoir. But it switches out anyway. Tyranitar's coming in. Oh, they don't even go for the second Flare Blitz, which is what I thought was coming when they got rid of the rain. And Corviknight's in an incredible spot right now. And we're stalling out this Trick Room as well. We hit the Muddy Waters. Any accuracy drops? Not this time. And I'm really liking our position with Corviknight. Even before special Tyranitar. Right, we're just going to body press Tyranitar. Get him out of here. We can start maintaining weather control. Could go in with Politoed with the Muddy Water. Was thinking about switching out to Manectric. Yeah, we could do either. They can't safely switch in the Gardevoir either. We're gonna stick around with Politoed. Okay. If all goes well, we'll be picking up a double KO. I mean, this is taking out Tyranitar. Yep. Okay, so Incineroar avoided. We've been lucky so far, don't we? So we can't complain. So we're still fairly healthy with Corviknight. We still don't know. I mean, assuming the Gardevoir, if I had to guess, you got to assume two stab moves, right? Psychic, Moonblast, Trick Room, and probably a Protect as well. So I feel like Corviknight should be fine. Sneasler comes in. We are going to... We're going to go for a cheeky Roost. I feel like they need to fake out the Politoed, right? Oh no, they could Darkest Lariat. That will probably pick us off. I can't remember how much damage it did initially. They are at -2. Yeah, they do go into the Politoed. Yeah. I mean, it does 1-7 damage. They go for the Flare Blitz, though. Would have been nasty if that had a crit. Cheeky Roost. And how many turns left of Trick Room? 1, maybe? Politoed goes down to the sand. Incineroar can't take another tick of sand either. Okay, so yeah, Trick Room's over. So Sneaser's the fastest thing. for all of 5 seconds, and it's no longer the fastest thing on the field now. Not going to start going for Blind Thunders though. White Herb Sneasler. Okay, so it is now the fastest thing on the field. It's probably Unburden. I mean, I'm still feeling okay about it though, right? Incineroar can do what Incineroar wants. Except for crit my Corviknight. I don't really want it to do that. Yeah, we'll go for the Volt Switch. I think we can play it safe from here. Big Dire Claw. I don't think Iron Head's going to get the job done. But Garchomp's going to be in an incredible spot. Oh, it does get rid of the Sneasel. Okay, yeah. Well, it's all over anyway. Wonder what they're doing with the Incineroar. If I had to guess, it'd be a parting shot. Try and get out of there. Yeah, they do. They want the conserve the fake out. But I think it's too little, too late for him. Gardevoir barely hanging on. Gardevoir returning to the field. A light breeze quite literally almost knocked it over. But it's just about standing. I think the sand might end at the end of this turn. So we'll have to deal with these with some attacking moves. So Incineroar fakes out Garchomp. Rough Skin's going to take out the Incineroar if they do that anyway. Gardevoir's going to move before Corviknight. I think we're fine here. I think we're totally fine. Easy Iron Head Earthquake play. This Garchomp's going to outspeed the Gardevoir. Yep, they go for the fake out. Rough Skin. Incineroar's gone. Probably see a Moonblast. Oh no, of course, Hyper Voice. Oh, I'm forgetting, of course, yeah, the old Pixelate ability. It's been a while. It's been a while. GG, there we go, we did it. No problem, it's like we never left. GG, well played. I mean, my bread and butter is the Mega Evolution formats anyway. That's when I first really started playing Pokemon, back in 2013. So, yeah, slotting in quite nicely, I think. Slotting in quite nicely. So, on to our next one, see if we can get a second win. Okay, our second opponent's up. They've got a rain team as well. They've got, by the looks of it, Trick Room support in the Slowbro. They've got Tailwind support in the Whimsicott, so plenty of speed control. Toxapex, so maybe try and stall things out as well. They've got. I mean, I'd say a pretty passive team overall, apart from the Archaludon. You don't know what the Dragonite's going for, except you do, because again, Mega format, and it's only Mega on their team. So I think they're the two heavy hitters on their team here. So with that in mind, I think we're bringing Manectric, but I think we're probably trying to conserve the Lightning Rod if we can. I don't have an Ice move for Dragonite. Maybe something we can look at adding in the future. You know, I kind of feel like we do need to lead Dragonite as well. What we got going on with Archaludon? We need to start speeding things up now. We're going to bring Garchomp. Yeah, we're going to lead those two. We're going to go with Politoed and Manectric. Because I'm expecting them probably to lead the Dragonite Whimsicott. And they're going to go for their Tailwind. And then they've got an option. They can either go after a Dragonite and try to deny our Tailwind, in which case Garchomp can get an attack. There we go, called it. Or they go after the Garchomp, but what they don't know is we've got the Focus Sash of Garchomp. Okay, let's do it. Of course, unless it's been changed, Whimsicott does also get Trick Room, so that would be a nasty surprise. Yeah, looking at it now, we don't really have anything super effective outside of our own dragon moves for this Dragonite, but it is what it is. Yeah, so Mega Dragonite. This could go so many ways. Ideally, we do want them going after the Garchomp so we can match this Tailwind. Because otherwise we're giving a potential free switch into... there we go, nice. Oh, we've got the multi-scale on Dragonite anyway, so we would have survived. But yeah, what would be terrible is if we're giving them the free switch by knocking out the Whimsicott if it's not sashed. Which is. But there's a 30% chance of a little poison. We don't see it this time, but that's okay. We matched the Tailwind. Now, what if they have an Encore? Got to play our cards right here. I do think they have Encore. But you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to go for the Draco. They want us to knock out the Whimsicott. What goes terribly wrong is if they Encore the Dragonite and then we let them knock out Garchomp. Yep, they do have it. But we were able to protect. But that's getting Encored as well. So we're going to bring in Politoed. And if they double that slot, that wouldn't be ideal. It's risky. We're going to stick in. We're going to stand with Garchomp. We're going to try and go for the poison jab. I'd actually withdraw. So probably expecting us to withdraw our Garchomp, expecting them to Encore us. So both Politoes at the field. So they're conserving their Tailwind, unfortunately. Hurricane. Would have been nice to get rid of the Whimsicott, get him down to 3 Pokemon, and then threaten one final KO and play for the Perish endgame, but not to be. And there's nothing. The only thing they can switch in on this Thunder would be the Archaludon, if they've got it. We're going to do it. I mean, I'm fully expecting a Protect on the Politoed. They've probably got Thunder on the Dragonite, honestly. But again, I don't really want them going for the Draco into Manectric either. We've got a little bit of bulk on Manectric. You know what, we're not going to Mega Evolve. We're going to go for the Thunder into Politoed. They're playing well though. I reckon they're going to... Yeah, they are Protect. We'll see. Oh, it's just over 50%. We've got the Berry. We've got the Berry though, so we can take a couple more of those. What would be nice now is some... accuracy drops. We break the multi-scale. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, yeah, so Talon's gone. So now they're going to be looking at trying to get the Whimsicott back in. They might let me take out the Politoed. Yeah, we're back's a little bit against the wall here. We're not going to pull any switches. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to encore the Dragonite. We're going to Mega Evolve. They probably want this free switch into Whimsicott. If they've got the Archaludon, then it's all pretty much all over anyway. Oh, they've got the Archaludon. Not ideal, not ideal. But it's Pokemon, we've got moves that can paralyze. It's good damage, honestly. We've got Muddy Water to low accuracy. We'll see what we can do. We're not going to give up. We get confused. Yeah, we get the Encore. Okay. Yeah, the idea being that if we do get Dragonite in, we don't want them threatening a KO with a big dragon move from that Dragonite. And of course, Manectric resists the electric move as well, the fly move as well. You know what? I'm going to perish. I'm going to force a timer on him. And I'm going to go for the Thunder into Dragonite. If we can get Paralysis on the Dragonite, that'd be really nice. Yeah, I've gone for the Perish, because if we can pick up KO on one of these two, and then pick off the Whimsicott as well, we'll put them into a pretty... oh, we're not going to get off anyway. We'll put them into... Well, we'd have them cornered to some degree, but it wasn't to be. Big Draco. Now, the question is, who's faster, Chaludon or Dragonite? I think they probably double Dragonite here. I'm Draco in one of these slots. I think they're going to swap the Archaludon, but we're going to go for it. We're going to go for the Draco. We go for the Thunder. No swaps. Okay. Okay, the power up. Good stuff. The Electro Shot to break the multi-scale. So I'm guessing they're doubling Dragonite. Or, of course, they could have just knocked out the Manectric as well. But I'm glad this is what's happened here. Yeah, there we go. There's a way, there's a way. Okay. Do they have Moonblast on the Whimsicott? I don't know Mega Dragonite's base speed. Is it faster than my Dragonite after the Tailwind? I'm not sure. Can I hit the moves? Also not sure. Here's what we're going to do. I think Paralysis has been nerfed as well for how often it can... the probability of it activating. I reckon they've got Moonblast, so we're going to go after them, Scott. I hope we get Paralysis. They've got another Pokemon in the back. I totally forgot about that. Me just talking rubbish the entire time. So Moonblast comes out. Whimsicott is gone. I'm glad they didn't Tailwind. I think the Tailwind did. That would have been it. Now, we know they've got Protect on the Politoed, and my opponent's been playing it pretty well up until this point. So, we haven't seen Protect from the Dragonite. Did I have an Ice move on the Politoed? Probably. I reckon they've got Perish Song as well. If they've got Perish Song, I think we'll just lose. I don't think I can knock out Politoed in one hit, it's just too bulky. I think, yeah, we need him to misplay here and protect the Politoed for us. Or we target the Politoed and they get fully paralysed from the Dragonite. We'll see. I don't think we're pulling this one back. Oh no! Okay, that was also an option as well. Weather Ball. So they don't have a nice move. That's enough to get the job done. GG, fair play. What can we say? Yeah, they just played it really well. Really well played. Yeah, GG. First loss for me ever. I've never actually lost a game of Pokemon before. Not legitimately, at least. Anytime I've lost, it's because my opponent either got lucky, they haxed me out. I made the big brain play and they made the low brain play, and they would have lost otherwise if I didn't make the amazing play. So not real losses. So this is my first ever real loss. Right, I think we'll have one more and we'll see how we can get on. Okay, here we are, third and final opponent. They've got another, well, Sneasler making another appearance. Triple Dragon, maybe quad. Maybe Quadruple Dragon, if that's Mega Charizard X. Honestly, looking at it, it might be. It's probably why, though. They've got enough dragons as it is. And they'll probably want something they can spam Earthquake next to. They've got the Hydreigon and Rotom, which are levitating already. And a flying type wouldn't hurt. So, we're going to assume that that's what they've got going on there. Right. How are we going to do this? I think Corviknight could have a big role in this game if we're careful with it. Keep it away from the Rotom. Preserve the Lightning Rod. Not let it get blown up by Charizard. So we're actually going to lead it, I think. Yeah. So a familiar 3 to start off with, but who else are we bringing along? I feel like I need some better dragon coverage than we've got going on. We're going to bring Garchomp in the last slot. Or are we? I accidentally selected Dragonite. I thought I selected the battle button. But that's alright. I was thinking maybe Dragonite as well. Time was getting close. I panicked. Dragonite makes its way onto the field. Oh, onto the team, sorry. We'll see how that pans out. So, Garchomp, Charizard in the lead. Very tentative lead, to say the least. Because if we see a Protect coming out from Charizard, we'll be in some trouble. We're just going to go in. We're going to iron defense. We're going to attempt to Volt Switch. We're giving up the Lightning Rod. But I want Intimidate on Garchomp. What did I need the Lightning Rod for? There was something, weren't there? The Rotom. Yeah, the Rotom. We'll see. We'll see. So they do Mega Evolve. Do they Protect? Usually you wouldn't do both of those on the same turn. Unless the partner is going to benefit from the sun. Scarf Garchomp. At least that's confirmed. They don't protect the Charizard, thankfully. And it's a Charizard, so Corviknight's still going to take a good chunk of damage from whatever fire move ends up coming out here. It's a Heat Wave. Okay, good stuff. We're going to body press the Garchomp. If they bring in the Dragapult, that wouldn't be ideal, but you've got to do what you got to do. How do you view your opponent's teams in Pokemon Champions? God knows. Right, anyway, we'll go for the Muddy Water, because we know something's switching here, if not both of them. Or do we see a cheeky overheat come out from Charizard? And if we do, would it even be enough to get the Corviknight gone? Rotom. So, what do you reckon? 30 to 40% for the body press. Double switch. Sneasler. We don't miss the Muddy Water. Confirmed that the Rotom doesn't have the Choice Scarf since we know it's on the Garchomp. Sneasler's accuracy drops. But the White Herb seems to be the item of choice for it in the meta. That was good, like 50% or so. Right. Rotom. This is tough. It's not that tough. We're going to bring in Manectric. Manectric's kind of dead weight for us now. Gets outsped by Sneasler and Garchomp. We can attempt an Encore onto Sneasler. Maybe catch a fake out. Buy some time. Probably better going for the Muddy Water, but it is what it is. Yeah, they're going to the Politoed anyway. It's got the electric move into the... Oh, they missed. Oh, did we lower the Rotom's accuracy as well? We must have. Wow. Was never going to stay in with Corviknight there. But yeah, imagine if I did. What a turn that would have been. I mean, they're going to make the same play again. I say same play again. They're going to attack the Manectric. What am I talking about? They're going to attack the Manectric with Sneasler and then go for the Volt Switch into Politoed. They're going to get the Charizard in, and then I'm in a bit of a tough spot. So we're going to bring in Dragonite. We don't want them getting the weather control. Oh, Rotom protects. Okay. And the Dire Claw. Question is, who's faster, Rotom or Dragonite? I can't remember how I've trained the Dragonite, so we'll have a quick look. And try to make an educated guess. Oh, that's how you see your opponent's team. Dude, I see it. Okay, so we've got a little bit of speed investment. I think Rotom is naturally slightly faster than Dragonite. Okay. But we're going to go for the Iron Head. I think, if anything, they probably want to go for the... Volt Switch anyway. We're going to go for the Tailwind. Get some speed control. Okay, Protect on Sneasler. Fake Out and Protect. Go for the Volt Switch. Oh no! I can only apologise. We got options now. We got options now, boys and girls. Right. I don't think Body Press gets the job done on Rotom. I would like to get Rotom done and out of there. I mean, the obvious play is the Iron Head Sneasler. That should get the job done there. I don't want to use any of these moves on the Rotom, but I kind of have to. So we can go for the Draco. Okay, so that's definitely going to make sure we get the job done with Iron Head. Now the defences have been lowered. Don't think it was necessary though. Should have got the job done from that range anyway. And somehow we've gotten really lucky, but we're in a not bad end game by any means. We've not won yet, that's for sure, but we'll be outspeeding the Garchomp at least from now on. Oh wait, no, will we? No, I don't believe we will. Because Dragonite's our fastest Pokemon now. 103 is what we said we're sitting on with it. Yeah, and that's going to take up to 26, and Dragonite. Garchomp's going to be faster with the first start. So, here's what we're going to do. They might protect the Charizard here, so we're not going to go into that slot. And we're going to try and hit this Draco on Rotom. I mean, if we miss, we kind of can't complain, can we? We'll still be at less misses than our opponent. Yes, Charizard does go for the Protect. And we do hit the Draco as well. Okay, so we've pretty much shown this one up, cheesed our way to the victory a bit, to say the least. Because either one of those Volt Switches would have been game-changing into Corviknight. From here, what do we want to do? You know what? I'm content to go for the Perish Song. We've got our multi-scale intact, so any Dragon move that comes out, we should be surviving anyway. Charizard can only go for a double protect at this point, which they don't go for. Yeah, even with the multi-scale, we would have survived that. Even without the multi-scale, we would have survived that. That didn't do as much damage. Oh, of course, yeah, we got the drop from Draco, didn't we? Of course. It's been a while, guys. I apologise. They go for the Solar Beam anyway. Honestly, a pretty smart move. When does our Tailwind end? Is it at the end of this turn? Yeah. But we should be able to set up with the Perish Song now. We're going to bring in Corviknight. We know they're locked into the Dragon Claw, so not really effective into Corviknight. They're about to Solar Beam. That's not going into Corviknight. That's going into Politoed, and we should strangle this one out. Not the best showing, honestly, from me here, but again, it's Pokemon. That's how it goes. Yep, and we've got the win, because all I have to do here is switch out Politoed. And even if they somehow knock out both of my Pokemon, Politoed comes back in for the final Perish turn and just protects. Will they give us a Mercy and forfeit? Nope. Fair play. I do say when it comes to Pokemon, don't give up unless you you really don't have a chance. Maybe they do see a way back somehow. So do have OD. How much does this do in the sun? Oh, sorry, in the rain. Oh, we barely hang on. Is this enough to get the job done in return? Nope. 1%. So final Perish turn, in comes Politoed, protects, and GG. So yeah, a little bit rusty, and again the team isn't where I want it to be yet. Corviknight's making a good case for herself, honestly, but our Chaludon and Garchomp in particular are definitely on the on my list of things that I might need to swap around. But I'm not going to give away anything right now. We'll see in upcoming episodes, because there are certain Pokemon I definitely do want on this team once I get hold of them. Corviknight goes down. Garchomp goes down. Charizard is going to go down. I'm all waiting for this. I'm enjoying Pokemon Champions. It's pretty good. I hate the Battle Pass. I hate the monetization and everything else, but not surprised one bit after seeing what Pokemon Unite and Pokemon Go have become. But hopefully, it doesn't spell the end for competitive Pokemon, because I don't see the service that they've got going now getting better in terms of monetization. In fact, I reckon it's going to get a whole lot worse. But it'd be interesting to see where it is in like a year's time. What else they've got us trying to pay for. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to be back with more episodes. The rust has been shaken off, and we're going to get some good teams going. We're going to be using different weather teams. That's something I really do want to do. So we're going to perfect this rain team. We're going to get a sun team going. We're going to get sand going. Probably get Howl going as well. Might as well. But I've certainly got ideas for the first three, and a nice little terrain team as well. There are no automatic terrain setters available to us at the moment, I believe, but I've got a bit of an idea, and yeah, should be a fun one. So again, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next videos. You take care.